everybody, and welcome back to Organized Joy. Today's episode is all around dinner parties and hosting tips that I'm going to give you. So Jessy is joining my dinner party today, so excuse him in the background there, but he's with us. So dinner parties and hosting tips. We're going to talk around how to prepare you for your dinner parties, how to make sure you're super organized and have a really nice evening because it looks amazing. So the first thing that you need for any dinner party, and I guess this is also if you're hosting a lunch or you're having people for tea, whatever it may be, you need to start with a guest list. The best way to do this is to think about what you're going to be doing, because that will determine where you do it in your house, and then you'll be able to see how many people you can have. So for instance, if you're having a dinner party and we're going to sit at this table, we can only have 8 people because there are only 8 chairs. So that's where your invite list needs to start. You have 8 places, they're filled with you and your partner probably, and then you have 6 others to invite. Don't try and fit in 10 people at this table because you'll be frustrated by the end of the night. If you invite too many people, you won't be able to cater properly, you'll forget something, or you'll end up with not enough of this type of fork, and then you have to go out, buy more, and the food, you end up spending too much money. So work it out based on what you want to do, therefore how many people you'll have. Then what's always nice to do is a little invite. Sometimes people just drop it on a WhatsApp group or on an email. But I've created 2 little invites from Andy and I. One is called Dinner Club and the other one is called Lunchtime. I think it's called Lunchtime, or is it called Lunch Club as well? It might be called Lunch Club. And they're just little invite headers that say you're invited to the Garcia's Dinner Club. And then I use that on the top and put the details in. It just makes everything feel a little bit more special. So either create one for yourself, and they're very easy to do, or just have a nice way of writing it. Make it feel special and invite people. Now you might be wondering how to create those little invite header things that I was talking about. All I do is I went into PowerPoint. I use a picture at the back that's either one I have or one that you can find off Pinterest or wherever. And then you create the copy over it and make it into a JPEG, and then you insert it into the top of your emailer. It's very simple. The next thing that you have to arrange is your menu. Now, your menu is completely in your hands. I'm not going to tell you what to make. But what I will say is try not overcomplicate it and do the things that you know you're good at or that you really like and you want to show off. But don't make a hectic menu that is difficult to execute. But once you have the menu, the next important thing is the shopping list. So create a shopping list so that it details down everything that you need, all the ingredients. The ingredients should really be split into 2 sections. One where you buy all the stuff that won't go off, so if it's cans of whole peeled tomatoes, etc. And then there's the items that you want to buy on the day, the freshest. So whether that's fish or certain vegetables, etc. So all the items that are on your shopping list that will last, I would try and go and get those a week before, because if something is out of stock in your Woolies, you've got time to go and get it. Then all the items that you need that you can only buy on the day, you don't want to get to the fisherman's deli and realize they don't have the fish that you want. So you need to call them a week before, tell them what you're making and tell them what you need. Make an order that you're collecting on the day, but you're not surprising them on the day. That way they'll have it for you. Pre-packed, all done, all you have to do is pay and leave. So you're not there for ages trying to arrange stuff and taking up time, precious time, that you need to be using at home while you're preparing. So be organized and have your 2 lists, pre-order and pre-buy as much as you can. Then there's certain items that are a must-have for no matter what kind of event you're doing, such as ice. Ice is very important and you want to try to get that as close to the event as possible. Flowers. You want to do something with flowers, I'm sure, in your house, even if you just have a bunch sitting somewhere, even if it has nothing to do with your table setting. Another nice thing to have is a box of some nice chocolates, because if somebody does want a chocolate with their coffee, you can do that, or a nice biscotti that you can put with their coffees. Just gives that nice touch that makes you look like a really professional hosting girl. And lastly is your table setting. Now I've set a table as if it was having every course and every type for you, which never is the case. So you set it the way that you need. But this allows you to put your personal touch into your table and make people really see what you like and what you're about. So this is very standard, and I've used the accent of silver within it and a little bit of black. But whatever works for you and whatever your set is that you have is great, because that's who it says who you are. What's very nice to do is put something in if there's a specific reason you're having the event. So if it's Christmas, for example, you want to make sure you've got crackers on the table and some red tinsel or whatever it may be. If it's somebody's birthday, make sure you've bought the candles, the cake, balloons, whatever it is that you want to decorate with. It just gives the table such a beautiful signature. It looks amazing. Now, if you follow those easy tips, you'll look like such a pro at your dinner parties. And people actually look forward to being invited back, I promise you that. Now, I've created a list, obviously, for you at organisedjoy.co.za, and you can go and download it. It's got all the detail that you need that I've gone through now, just so that you remember. And then I'm going to create a Pinterest board as well with lots of table setting stuff and all kinds of things for this episode, so go check it out. Thanks very, very much for joining me and Jessy at Organised Joy, organising your life from A to Z. There is a dog under the table on his chair. Do you want to come and join the dinner party, boy? Okay, you're not allowed on these chairs, but we'll leave you to sit there for now. Sorry, that's Jessy.